over the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, kept on my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. Push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Here we go, Jack!
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Dancing to his left. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Colts at 4-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So after the INT, it's Allen. And right away, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first two possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point safely through. It's now a 7-0 game. Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago. And
one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Allen. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. To the air, Allen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal, there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal is to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, it's Hurts. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. On second down, Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Michael Thomas, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. After it up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles handles the kickoff duties. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Robinson up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, 63 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Allen. Flushed out right. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They'll pick up of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing is Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go Elliott again, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Let's go.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kendrick Bourne, 64 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember,
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On the draw, Robinson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Open man is Galladay, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Allen. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Draw play, Edmonds. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and 3 from the 9. Now Allen. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Allen going to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Come on. Hey.
They'll throw now on the final play. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On second down, here's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. He misses yet again. And the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
Allen now looks to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. He's got a man, complete. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
A give left side to Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Allen off the play fake. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Robinson will try to pick it up, but he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Henderson running straight ahead. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. But first down, Hurts. Got an open man. It's Pringle. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Byron Pringle, 40 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Robinson now off the option. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man here is Conklin. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Elliott.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Steps away.
That one complete downfield to Thomas.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now,
Allen hit. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
56 yards on the ground for him so far.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Here's Allen to throw it. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quran Williams. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Hurts. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. He'll get this up to about the 44. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's Allen. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen. And that went into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Quan Williams. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point up and through, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by David Long. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The partner under the lights in prime time. This offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Indianapolis, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.